Now, let me tell you the tale that begins east of Lafayette and south of Bro Bridge, a forsaken place called Lake Martin. Many do not know my family tree has bloody roots in the swamps of Louisiana. My blood is tainted with the success and failures of many a amphibious soul who shrimped and survived in the mucky waters and Spanish moss for many a generation. Once a decade, I make pilgrimage back to the dark, awaiting Southlands to honor those who have fallen before me, trying to keep our Thibodeau family name pulsating in the mud that comprises the eternal soul of Lake Martin. Now, the devil has many incarnations on God's green, precious earth, and unfortunately for the Thibodeau family, one of them is Father Gabriel, a soulless, one-eyed, red-striped, 19-foot alligator who has tried to rob us Thibodeau of our dominion for an eternity. Through bloody strife and turmoil, we have managed to keep Father Gabriel at bay. But Father Gabriel lurks beneath the oily black surface, just waiting for any unsuspecting moment of weakness to drag one more of my kin to the sweet, wet embraces of hell. Just last week, I landed at Lafayette Regional, then chartered a boat back to Bro Bridge, where I received blessings from the Atacapa tribe to proceed forth into my family swamp. I was carrying a machete in one hand and satchels of the botanicals, anise, fennel, and allegedly wormwood as traditional re-entry gift. Our Thibodeau absinthe stills populate the area, and our product is legendary in the region. I was there to not only contribute to our legacy, but also to pay respects to great Uncle Henry, who was mercilessly taken asunder by Father Gabriel while he was fishing. I am only thankful he was not around to see the recent passing of his favorite artist, Jimmy Buffett. I made it clear to cousins Remy and Dio that I was there only to drink to his memory and not to behead Father Gabriel in a fit of primal rage. They know I have a tendency to see red when I hear the beast's claws adding another soul to his tally. My blood turns hot red enough to provide convectional heat for all the stills in the swamp. We danced and playfully walloped each other while enjoying the liquid fruits of our labor, and eventually Remy and Dio fell under the spell of the green fairy and were quickly whisked away into chaotic slumbers. I softly played Jimmy Buffett on the scratchy phonograph and rolled a cigarette on the shoreline, gazing into the dark abyss, where the porch lanterns only slightly permeated the charcoaled air around me. The sounds of frogs and crickets matching the rolling sound of Buffett's life is just a tire swing. I took a puff and turned the phonograph off when the song ended to allow myself a wall meditation. I plucked my machete from the mud and slowly cut a crimson line across my chest so that Father Gabriel would smell my blood like a sweet nectar, calling him home to destiny. I raised my swamp sword as my eyes widened and burned with some ancestral stew of righteous anger. The crickets and frogs reduced gradually into ritualistic silence until I saw one glowing red eye distant surface. I screamed his forsaken name, and the devilish orb started to grow bigger and bigger, and a deep bellowing growl echoed through the moss like 1,000 drums of doom. I could smell his scaly, rotten soul like he's just returned from some brimstone cesspool. His tail whipped around and the water danced, as I could tell he wanted this as much as I did. Someone to send him back to hell where he belonged. When his mouth opened, I could hear the screams of all the souls he devoured, and it was like the entire darkness of the swamp was pouring out from his gaping jaws in a fine mist. I began my rage-filled descent, my sword raised, my lungs filled with fire, and my eyes white phosphorus. Just as I was about to lunge into hell itself, a loud blast, almost as if divine intervention, rang through the air, and time stood still for a split second. Remy had evidently been awakened by my primal screams, and he shot his double barrel into the air as if he thought we were being raided by rival families. I looked at armed, bare-butt Remy as my rage had been replaced by shock, and then back into waters where Father Gabriel no longer was, and perhaps never will be again. The crickets and the frogs came back, and I took my leave the next day after proclaiming defeat to my cousins over some shrimp etouffee. When I finally do escape this tangled web of vengeance, I hope to bury Father Gabriel's body here in the desert, far from the swamp. Far from his cursed comfort, he will know eternal shame and guilt from strangers and Thibodeau kin alike. I will be stopping by to discuss costs, hopefully soon in the near future. 5 stars.
That was Rico's crazy ass 5-star today on the podcast broadcast. And if you missed it earlier this morning, we were talking about it too, because I was just like, Rico, you drive me insane. Because he put in help. What was the amount of time that he put in on that video, which is a work of art. Cinematography at its best, utilizing A, creative writing, B, not only AI images, and then video editing to put it together while storytelling was masterful. And that's a real 5-star review. Now, Dalton is our in-studio guest right now. Please welcome Dalton. Woo! He's part of Tucson Foodie, right?
Yes, sir.
The videographer. What's your official title with Foodie?
Videographer, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, and he also works for Portal Bar.
Portal Cocktails, yeah.
Yeah, Portal Cocktails, which Rico did a 5-star review on, and Dalton was literally just like, oh man, we got the craziest review at Portal the other day. So tell me what happened, like how the bar staff got together and read Rico's review.
I don't remember. Someone showed me their
look at this crazy song.
Yeah.
The other person that I run the social media with, her name is Lumi. She was like, we got a really weird Yelp review. And then I ended up just reading it out loud to all the bartenders there. And it was this crazy story about coming in off the street and finding this like Blade Runner utopia bar.
Yeah.
And then it was like, it took us like half an hour to read it. And then everyone was like, what the
were
hell?
they cracking up? Were they loving that
they
shit?
were dying.
They were concerned.
We were trying to figure out who worked the night that it was written. Because I wanted to know what the person looked like.
Like, was there a weird cyber goth looking dude that came in with a trench coat and sunglasses?
Chef's kiss on that, which is amazing, because we never get that, because we read it on the air. It's an inside joke for the OG streamers and our listeners. But yeah, the businesses, there's a lot of businesses, they had no idea what the concept is. And so the fact that you actually came across and then read it out loud to all the staff at Portal.
My heart.
Yeah, not even knowing where it was from is amazing. Yeah, so well done. Complete. Your work continues to live on, Rico. Yes. And it's fantastic. And so, they were all proud and wondering who the fantastic bartender was. Pull that back up again, because there were certain features in there where you were talking about how you almost had a love connection, and right? I mean, it was it was fascinating. So you guys were trying to piece together who was working. Could you recognize which one looked like a Blade Runner guy and who was the women he was flirting with?
There was something about a vape in there and some
I
women.
kept vaping. I don't remember. Sir, you can't vape in here.
I love it. So yes, and so Rico is our videographer, and Dalton is Tucson Foodie's videographer. So we're going to showcase some of the great work that Dalton's been putting together for Tucson Foodie. The latest piece was for Tucson Restaurant Week or Sonoran Restaurant Week, or yes or no?
That's I think that's a repurposed video.
Okay,
we just kind of amp it up every year. That was I think before my time.
Okay, so are you related to Post Malone?
I am not, but everyone, you son of a bitch. I know.
I'm like, we got Posty in studio. That's great. No, man, we're gonna have like 25-year-old women checking out the podcast.
Smoking cigarettes and drinking Bud Light right now. We're like, oh.
Post Malone's one of those artists that literally has grown on me as far as respect is concerned. Not necessarily musically. A lot of his songs are just kind of like, it's too produced for me, for my taste. But his artistry and his ability, and his personality has kind of won me over. I'm like, all right, this dude's okay. He could stay.
He's just like a sweet guy.
Yeah.
He's very like a wholesome, sweet dude.
There was a video that I just seeing yesterday, to be honest with you, where somebody customized some Converse for him, right? And he went up to this person. It was at a concert at the front row, and it was very sweet, and be like, "This is for me, no," and being very like kind. And then she's like, "It's a trade out. You got to give me your shoes." And he's like, "Okay." So he took the shoes, and he took his shoes off to give her their shoes. And then she's like, "Can you sign them?" He's like, "Absolutely." And again, like doing this kind of stuff where I thought to myself, This is an artist in the social media age, 2023. This is an artist that previous generations did not get because the accountability that artists have today, if you're an asshole or douche just a little bit, it's going to be caught by 5 different cameras, and then you're going to be put on blast. It's going to go viral. I think a lot of these artists like Post Malone knows this, but that doesn't take away from the fact that he's probably like a nice dude. But, you know, with all the cameras in his face, you have the added pressure of being uber nice all the time.
Imagine being Keanu Reeves, man. That guy like pats somebody in the back and it's like, look, he's being nice again.
Keanu Reeves is always nice. He has the reputation of being nice.
He does one mean thing that'll ruin him, though.
Yeah, well, wait. Don't hold your breath on that because I don't think Keanu Reeves has a mean bone in his body. You know, he's been shown. I mean, I take pictures with females the Keanu Reeves way now because he led by example. The Keanu Reeves way to take a picture with a woman that you're just meeting, a listener, is hands out. So your hands are shown in the picture. So you're not grabbing her around the waist. You're not grabbing her on the hips. You're not reaching around. Now, I've been creepy in pictures before, you know, and full disclosure, before I knew that it was extra creepy. It was a previous generation, but we all evolve and learn from our mistakes. And we're live on the air, by the way, Rock 102.1 KFMA. Dalton from Tucson Foodie is joining us in the podcast broadcast for the first time. We have a lot to cover, including viral videos. When we kick things off with Rico's 5-star review video, we're going to see videos that Dalton produces and more. But we got your TMI Top 5 coming up after the latest from Corey Taylor. Here's Beyond on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Clear. So yeah, so you know how we transition on air, off air, all that good stuff. And also, thank you. Was it Jeff who pointed out that we're almost at 1,000? We're almost at 900 subscribers, and which is amazing. And all you OG streamers, you know, you were around before it was even 100.
That much closer to 42069.
That's right. So you know, I ask you all to, if you haven't subscribed, if you're watching this on the replay or on Facebook, go to youtube.com/bevegan and subscribe, or tell a friend to subscribe as well. Help us hit that 1,000 subscriber mark. It's a big deal to get there, and it's, you know, slow rolling. Why is it a big deal? Well, once we get there, we'll be able to maybe monetize some of the bigger videos and get some change together and utilize some of that money to buy more toys.
YouTube doesn't send you a plaque. It just sends you like some Cheez-Its or something. Here you go.
I mean,
good job, kid.
I do look at those YouTube platinum plaques.
I want one.
I know. I covet
so
those. I know. You've been doing video for how long, Dalton?
Like 7 years.
How old are you now?
23.
23? Okay. Yeah, nice. Oh, you got pretty nice facial hair for 23, dude.
I try.
Yeah. So 7 years. So you've been doing this as a kid.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. All right. And you're, well, and you sent me some links to some of your stuff.
I sent a Tucson Foodie video. I can send more.
Yeah, send me some more. I need to see.
I'll send some interesting.
Yeah, send something interesting. We'll look at the Tucson Foodie video that you put together. The elote. Aranichi. It's like elote. This is like a
elote.
This video, yes, of course it's Chef Devin. That makes sense. Zio Pepe. So Chef Devin combined two things that I love. Okay, elote, obviously that's a Sonoran favorite. Everyone knows what that is. And then I can't pronounce it, but essentially it's like cheesy deep fried rice balls. It's an Italian appetizer that is amazing when done right. Aranichi. And so Chef Devin, this fucking maniac, took them both and made them bang. And now there's a baby elote Aranichi, and you're like, oh God,
he did it.
And if he did this for Restaurant Week, even more reason why I'm just like, oh, he's brilliant. I hope he comes back for Iron Chef and tries.
I hope he comes back for Beef's Beard Envy.
Yeah, he should enter that too for sure. Oh, it's fantastic. All right, we got a minute before we get into our headlines. I'll show you just a little bit of what I'm talking about as far as this video that Dalton.
We're making today.
So we'll be making the elote arancini today. Sicilian street food meets Sonoran street food. Ooh. Grilled street vendors, corn rolled in a risotto ball, breaded and fried. Low thing of deliciousness.
Sounds like that's a reaction. You're gonna make my day.
Game on. Let's get started.
Yeah.
Got our hot pan over here.
I gotta see that again.
Sicilian street food meets Sonoran street food. Grilled street vendors, corn rolled in a risotto ball, breaded and fried, and low thing of deliciousness.
Sounds like you're gonna make my day.
Game on.
Yeah, and I know that she's gonna be doing the Chinese chorizo festival soon. I just got the press release from Delise on that. So we'll talk more about that. Probably have fun in studio again. Yeah. So it's a risotto ball. So that's rice and cheese, and it's so good by itself. And you go elote style. I want to slap Chef Devin's mom. I'm so stoked over that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they're great.
5 seconds. Let's get into this. Rock 1 2.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Hanging out here on the podcast broadcast with Dalton for Tucson Foodie and, of course, Rico. I see your comments here, Jeff. Maybe get a 2-hour stream for the podcast broadcast. Maybe. I still don't know what to do with the 1 hour of content that we recorded before we even started the podcast broadcast. There's a lot of stuff to go through. So, we continue to evolve as we learn and see what works, throw stuff at the wall, see what sticks.
The algorithm,
I mean, we learned today the best times to post on Instagram, according to a couple sources. And the takeaway is, during the week between 9 a.m. and noon, essentially that's when people are established at work and then they're bored enough and they don't have to meet any deadlines. So they're basically D'ing around on social media.
Yep.
So, but that's not part of the TMI top 5. There's a top 5 headlines that I haven't gotten to yet today. Too much information, too little time. Here's our first headline. A woman lost her 6-year-old dog at Atlanta's airport last month. And after 3 weeks, it was finally found and returned. A Delta staff member had opened the dog's kennel for some reason, and the dog bolted out. So it was human error as to why they lost that dog. But luckily enough, she found her dog. I don't know why this is information I wanted to share with you, but it is.
Congrats, Ruth.
Yeah.
You did it.
According to a worldwide survey, over 70% of global citizens see Russia as a threat to the world. 66% see China as one. And about 50% say the United States is a threat.
USA.
You know what? Honestly, if we keep flexing on people, maybe we'll beat Russia someday.
Hey.
Speaking of studies, CNN reports that Americans have never been wealthier than they are right now, which is kind of confusing because I've never felt broker in my life.
Gaslighting.
I mean, I haven't gone to a grocery store this year and not spent at least $100. And it seems like my bags are getting smaller and smaller. Yep. Right. But yeah, it's mostly because of rising home values and stock market investments. So good news for anyone over the age of 30. Terrible news for anyone under the age of 30. Do you own a home, Dalton?
I do not own a home.
Well, congratulations. You never will.
I probably never will.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a weird study there, but I guess celebrate that fact. A 32-year-old man in Pennsylvania has earned a new Guinness World Record by going to the movies 777 times in a 1-year period.
Congrats.
Right? Yes, with 0 dates. So congratulations on that. And this is for whatever reason, I read that headline. I immediately think of Pee Wee Herman. I'm like, this guy's obviously masturbating in theaters. Why give him a record?
That's a lot of energy.
Award? Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, for sure. Well, he might be, he's 32 years old. So, he's still young enough to be able to reload. All right, and finally, this is pretty wild. A storm in Louisiana caused a Taco Bell sign to fall on a car, trapping someone inside.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, and it looks gnarly. It could have been bad, but miraculously, it sounds like nobody was seriously injured. The only problem was he drove through Taco Bell before the sign fell on him, and he ate a Mexican pizza while he was waiting, and then had a different kind of emergency while waiting for paramedics to be able to get him out of the car.
Sounds like he had a Baja Blast.
That's right, Baja Blast in his pants. That's what I was trying to get to.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, let's keep the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast. Then we're going to watch the videos with Dalton from Tucson Foodie. We got more coming up next, including, a couple who attempted to join the Mile High Club and how they were shamed by the entire plane.
Yeah.
We'll share that story and more. It's Rock 1 2.1 KFMA. Clear.
Anytime you can bring a Baja Blast, you have to do it.
Oh, yeah. Mandatory.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can't not.
And Taco Bell actually is bringing back a bunch of classic items as well. I know it's not foodie news, but they keep revitalizing their menu to try to compete, and they need to compete with that Wendy's breakfast, man. I'm telling you, Wendy's is on fire right now.
Taco Bell breakfast is really good.
You like the Taco Bell breakfast?
I like sometimes.
Sometimes.
What do you recommend?
Just a breakfast crunch wrap.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's their go-to. That's their egg McMuffin. Is the breakfast
pretty
crunch.
much.
Yeah, for sure. And I agree. I mean, that one's pretty good. But Wendy's is giving away free fries this week. Yeah. So they're floating some special deals and menu items.
Are you on the Wendy's corporate website?
You know what? You would think. You would think so.
It's like, you know what?
I mean, I am a fan. If I was gonna rank here, I need everyone to rank their top 3 fast food places. Okay. And I know it's gonna be difficult here, but I'm gonna say the 3 that I'm gonna mention, and I gotta figure out the ranking, is Five Guys, Wendy's, and then I'm gonna say Whataburger. I do enjoy that.
Solid choice.
Yeah,
Solid.
It is solid. So if
Texas toast.
If I was gonna rank those, I'm gonna have to put Five Guys number 1 just because quality and their boardwalk fries are amazing, right? Wendy's is strong number 2, especially with their breakfast and their new. Now they have egg muffins, but they use the bacon and they use this garlic sauce. That's fantastic. And then of course the Frosties, they got a pumpkin spice frosty. So they're doing it big. And then Whataburger. Whenever you go Whataburger, if you get it at the right time, their breakfast is always good. You know, their biscuits and gravy was my fast food number 1 until Wendy's started making biscuits and gravy.
Texas.
And then their burgers are pretty amazing. Their mushroom burger.
When you said, was it not Smash Burger, but what was the first one? Your number
Five
1?
Guys.
Five Guys.
Yeah.
No, maybe it was Maybe it was Smash Burger. Anyway, at the airport when they charge you like 8 times the normal price.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's how much I like the Five Guys I had there at the airport. I paid like $20 for like a cheeseburger and a small fry.
You know it hit.
Like,
you know it hit.
It hit, but
yeah,
I'm spending like $85 to feed me and my girlfriend there.
Right? Yeah. Well, at Five Guys.
At Five Guys. Yeah, not actually, but
there is a hack to be able to do this and for cheaper. Now, I'll tell you what that is, but I need everybody on the stream watching this to give me your ranking in order. Let's see. Todd only did 2, but Taco
like
said Five Guys, Whataburger, Smash Burger. All right. So Chick-fil-A has bomb breakfast as well. In fact, a recent survey dubbed Chick-fil-A the number 1 spot for breakfast. So they're going there. Here's your hack for Five Guys when you're taking your girlfriend. Okay. Because all the toppings are free. Right. So first off, you're going to get a small fry. Okay, and you're going to share that because that's 10 pounds of fries. Because you know.
You get the cup and then you get the bag fries too.
Yes, right. So someone gets the cup and then you get the bag fries or vice versa. Okay. And then, so when you order your burger, or your regular burger, which is a double cheeseburger, right? Order everything on the side, all your toppings on the side, and an extra bun. The extra bun is free. A lot of people don't know that. That's considered a topping as well. So you're going to take that and then you're just going to split it into 2 burgers for the price of 1. And they're still big size burgers. You don't necessarily need a double burger. And that's one way to stretch a buck. And then you both eat. So a small fry and a burger, all the toppings on the side. And you can say extra toppings. They'll know what you're doing. But at the same time, they know their policy is like, fuck it. This guy wants extra tomatoes and lettuce, whatever.
I just want to see a couple doing that in the place. Be like, you know what? Depression era goals.
Nick's top 3, Whataburger number 1, Wendy's number 2, and then McDonald's number 3. McDonald's, there's some people tried and true, like Chad Ochocinco said he would give up sex before he would give up McDonald's. That's how much he loves McDonald's. Yeah. All right, Dalton, what's your top 3 in order?
I don't know if I could do it in order.
Well, do your top 3 first.
Top 3, and we'll try Taco Bell has to be in there.
Oh, of course,
Taco Bell. Yeah, late night, drunk. That's just what you got to do.
Right. Okay.
Like, I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this, but In-N-Out.
I was gonna say
In-N-Out's great. Yeah, In-N-Out's classic. I mean, that's a West Coast thing too, but people love their In-N-Out.
And I think Chick-fil-A.
All right.
Except I'm combining the 2. I'm doing 2 higher end fast foods with a lower end one, but I don't think I can rank them from 1 to 3. They're just interchangeable.
No, that's alternating. We're not playing it like that. You're gonna have to die on that sword and give me the ranking. So out of these 3, you said Taco Bell.
Yeah, Taco Bell, In-N-Out, or Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A 3, Taco Bell 2, In-N-Out 1.
There you go. In-N-Out number 1.
This also would probably change for me in like 2 months.
That's fine. I'll check back with you in 2 months. All right, Rico.
Right
same thing.
I'm just sad that Burger King nobody cares about anymore. It's
well,
horrible now.
It is horrible. It's always been horrible, actually. I worked for Burger King in the 90s, and it was terrible then.
If I had to choose 3, you know what? In-N-Out, just because it's a solid go-to.
Mhm.
I'm gonna hate for that too. I don't care. Does salad and go count?
Yeah.
Okay, I like salad and go.
You're a chick. Look at you.
What do you mean,
You're
a
working
chick?
out and
Salad
cutting
and go
carbs.
is a good deal.
It's a
I'll tell you
good
what,
deal. It's a lot of protein, bro.
It is, and honestly, it's the cheapest. It's the cheapest fast food place and best for you at
And
the
the
same
drinks,
time.
that
Yeah.
cucumber mint.
I'm
Bruh.
going salad to go tonight for dinner for sure, and I'm gonna
Fair enough.
spend less than $10
Oh,
for me and my daughter. And that's
Oh, yeah.
like it's amazing. So yes, I'm all for that. So okay, you said your first one was
In and out.
In and Out.
It's a
Second one was
solid
salad and go.
and go.
Okay.
Not Five Guys. What's the other burger place? I should know this if it's a favorite. The high-end burgers, the expensive ones. I'm trying to think what the green logo.
Is it Smash Burger?
Is it
No.
Smash Burger? No.
With the green logo.
I should know this if it's going to be a favorite, damn it. I just know they have tasty burgers. But since I lived in Texas, I'll end it with Whataburger.
All right.
Yeah.
It seems like, yeah. Well, let's see if
Apprehensive
some
edition.
of these other favorites help. Andrew said Freddy's is number one for him.
Ooh.
Then In and Out.
Freddy's.
Then McDonald's. Yeah, Freddy's steak
Freddy's
burgers.
is
Ooh, I haven't had that in a
great.
long time.
Freddy's have good hot dogs. I do like that. And, I'll tell you what, though. And they have cheese fries, which is great, but their shoestring fries annoy the shit out of me. And I'll tell you why. Because you can never get a good portion when you're eating it. You either try to bunch together like 50 of them to take a bite, or you try to do one at a time, and it's like nothing. They're like the little potato sticks you used to get back in the day. Not cool.
Do they make loaded fries? I
No.
feel like that would sell better.
Yeah, it would.
Ooh.
With some
But-
Freddy sauce on there.
Yes, the Freddy sauce is good, and the steak burgers, and like I said, the hot dogs, they're top notch.
What
Those
about
are really
cane sauce? Anybody like Cane's?
good. Yeah, Cane's is good.
Cane's is good.
Cane's always takes a while for them to order
Yeah, it
though,
does
because
take a
they
while.
drop it fresh, which kind of pisses me off. All right, see, I need more top
Shake
three.
Shack,
What's your
thank you.
top three? You thinking Shake Shack?
That's what it was.
Okay,
Shake Shack is great.
That's so good.
thanks, Ken.
It's like $80.
Yeah, so our question that we're asking you guys to put in the comments there, what are your top three fast food places in order? I want to know what your number one is, and your number two, and your number three. All right, so let me pull up here a little bit more of this elote video that Fun and Chef Devin did together. Dalton put this together.
Let's get started.
Yeah.
Got our hot pan over here and some hot corn stock. Make little.
Actually, that's going to take too long because that's like 6 minutes of
Oh
him
yeah,
making
I
it,
would.
but
So
that's
you can
good.
skip halfway through or whatever. you wanna
Okay,
do.
yeah. Let me
Have it
see.
in the background plan. Comfort, visual.
It is nice that you whip it.
And
Yeah.
olive
Yeah, I just want to have that now. That's making me
I
too
know.
hungry. Keep those comments coming. I need your top three, and then Dalton, you send me.
When did this come out? This is this year?
Did you just? Did this just come out
Yeah, this just came out. This is our latest one.
today?
Sunday.
Sunday? Okay,
Sunday,
yeah.
I want to say
We'll
Sunday.
watch it in its entirety here in a second.
Oh, yeah, no worries.
Yes, I want to get a single song takeover request from our listeners real quick, so we're gonna do that live on air. Rock on 2.1 KFMA. We got this running debate happening on the podcast broadcast that we invite you to join. What are your top three fast food restaurants and in order, right? I need to know what your number one, number two, number three is in that order as we try to debate which ones are the best of the best. But first, before we get into all that, it's time for your single song takeover. And here's the deal. I don't even have a single song takeover right now. It's up to you. 600 KFMA, 605-362. I wanted to flex this ability for you guys to do an instant request on the air. Again, I need to remind you that this is not a luxury that any other radio station in the nation is going to give you. They'll pretend like they're playing requests, but they won't. Right. So the only stipulation is I got to have the song in my playlist so I could play it real quick, but it's 100% up to you and what I'm going to play. So whether it's something that you heard on KFMA back in the day, or it's some new music you heard on Incoming with Razor on Sunday nights, call and give a suggestion. Rock 1, 2.1. Who's this?
Hey, it's Patrick.
Patrick. All right. Give me that single song takeover, dude.
I want to hear the oldest Asking Alexandria song you have on the playlist.
Well, you know what? I don't have it by year, so I'm not going to be able to help you out on that.
Well, shit.
Oh, can't say that. All right. Well, thanks for the call,
Ah,
Patrick.
That's the name of the song.
Yeah, Rock. You're about to do it again, Patrick. You're about to slap him over the phone. I can't say the S word. Can I say all the other ones? No. Rock 1, 2.1. What's your name?
This is Floyd the Butcher.
All right, Floyd, what's our request today?
I was going to see if you'd gotten the Three Little Pigs on there yet.
No, not yet, dude. Unfortunately, not yet.
Oh,
I know I'm slacking.
All right.
That's on me. All right, so let's go to the next one. Rock 1 2.1. Who's this?
Beef Eric.
All right, Eric, give it to me.
Man by Alice in Chains.
Stick Man by Alice in Chains?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I have? I should have every single Alice in Chains song ever made. Stick Man, I do not have.
You would think.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you went too deep for me, dude. Yeah. You hit my uterus. So unfortunately, no go. 600 KFMA, 600-5362. We're looking for an instant request. All it has to do is be in our playlist, and then we're gonna play it for you here on the radio. So new or old. We'll try not to go too deep there. Rock 1 2.1. Who's this?
It's Ben.
All right, Ben, give me that request.
Meg Myers, the Fire.
Oh, look at that. Meg Myers. Meg Myers did play a KFMA day. And Desire. Oh, you're switching up the style on us, Ben, and I like it. So we're going to get right into this. This song is for you by request. Thank you for the suggestion.
Thank you. That's what's up.
That's what's up, dude. So Ben gets an instant request played on the radio. This is a bragging right that he could say to his friends, and his friends going to be like, man, I never got a song played on the radio for me. Yeah, because you don't listen to this show, bitch. Woo. All right, let's play Meg Myers' Desire, Rock 1 2.1 KFMA. Podcast broadcast is live, youtube.com/beefvegan. Clear. All right.
Todd's coming. Turn into beef, turns down your request segment.
Nope, don't got it. Nice try.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's terrible.
Kiss my
request.
ass. Bye.
No, we got it. See, Meg Myers is there. All right, so tell me this BMX video that you got going on here.
There's a music video, and then I sent a bike video I made too.
Is this licensed?
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. I wonder if I'll get flagged.
Can you sing over it? We just mute the audio.
Yeah, I mean, we could play it without the audio. That's okay.
Yeah, do that.
I want to play a snippet of it though, of the music as well. So let's hear. Middle?
Let's skip to the middle.
Oh, skip the middle.
Yeah,
good stuff.
There's like a little long intro on it.
Yeah. Kids today
not
with
long
their intros. I dig this. Are these guys local?
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
How do you like it just
Misery
from the
Mistaken?
snippet?
Misery Mistaken by Commoner.
Commoner's the name of the band. Awesome. Shout out Commoner. Hell, I could have played this for the single song takeover.
Right?
Dang.
Yeah, that's right. Next time. All right, give me another one. The BMX video is this one. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see what we
got. We got some great local bands. Commoner, Valor.
Are you tapped into the scene at all?
Yeah, I go to a lot of shows. I go to a lot of groundwork shows.
Nice.
My best friend is in a band, so I'm kind of in the scene regardless.
Yeah.
But
well, you know what? Do them and me a favor. Link us up.
Sweet.
Yeah. You got young bands that are out there making moves and hustling. We want to be able to support
I'm already
them.
a fan of Commoner just from that snippet.
Yeah.
That sounded really good.
I would have played more, but again, I don't want to get flagged and muted on YouTube.
They're gonna come here and kick our asses.
No, but tell them to email me a single for sure.
Yeah.
So you got music behind this as well.
There it is. I don't remember what band I used. Yeah, I work for a few bike companies out in California, and I pretty much just fly there or wherever we're gonna film and just film street riding. We work on video parts.
So when you're filming the street riding right now, are you on skates or skateboard?
I used to, and I switched to using a gimbal
gimbal.
So I just kind of run.
Okay,
and
yeah.
I stabilize my camera.
Yes, yeah.
It's easier to maneuver. Skateboards are kind of like, especially when I'm holding a camera, I don't want to like turn.
Yeah.
So it's easy to maneuver in those spots and like run around.
Okay.
Have you gone the drone route yet?
I've gone the drone route. Yeah, it's a weird thing in the bike and skate world because everyone likes standard definition. They all like the VX 1000 stuff from the 90s, but
right.
Times have changed. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So, I mean, as a 23-year-old man, what are some of the things that we should be using so we're not out of date?
It's hard to tell you what not to use because everything's great.
Okay. That's fair.
If you want to get like super technical into codecs and
no, we don't want to bore people.
I do exactly.
Yeah. You can tell Rico after the fact.
Yeah.
So, do you get winded while you're running around chasing these guys? Where
Absolutely.
you're like, yeah,
absolutely. I feel like I'm tired faster than the riders.
Well, yeah,
especially on a team trip because we go to a spot and then I'm filming 5 different people do 5 different tricks on the same spot.
Yeah,
but each person only did one thing.
Right. Yeah, and so they got breaks.
Around.
Yeah, and you're running up and down, up and down, up and down. Yeah.
This trick right here was really scary to film.
Why? Oh yeah, because
just the riding down the rail and just your tires. That's
what's that move called?
It's called a tire ride.
It's a tire ride.
Yeah.
Rock 102.1 KFMA. We're watching the BMX video that Dalton from Tucson Foodie put together. And they were talking about this trick that these BMX bikers did where they essentially put their tires on the handrail, the guardrail, to ride down. How many takes did it take for that dude to nail that?
He luckily did it in one try.
Oh, nice.
And what's funnier is we had filmed it previously. And he did it in 2 tries, I want to say. But he wanted to redo it because it had been a few years and we were working on a new video. So we went to the spot and he pretty much got out of the car and we just did it.
Nice. Oh, wow.
And that was the last thing we filmed for that video. He was done after that. I didn't blame him.
Yeah.
Go out on top.
Yeah, absolutely. Boom. Yeah, once you nail it, like, good, I'm done for the day.
Yeah.
And so it's funny, we found out from Dalton, he's and you've seen these type of videos before. You grew up with them, skate videos and BMX type videos. You never really think about the cameraman in this aspect, but they're more athletic or doing more athletic things in the video that you don't see because they're running up and down. They're trying to capture the footage.
Yeah, it's like the cameraman from Cops.
Yeah. So, so Dalton just said when one video he's shooting, he had 5 different riders all trying to do the same trick, and they all get opportunities to take breaks and hydrate, drink their Gatorade or Prime, and smoke a cigarette while Dalton's like a maniac running up and down the stairs nonstop for 3 hours. So
it is what it is.
Yeah, it's a tough gig. Somebody's got to do it. Now you guys know what the Mile High Club is, right? If you ever had the opportunity to join the Mile High Club, like if you were going to fly overseas on a long flight, would you do it? Would you attempt to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would?
Yeah.
All right. I'm actually surprised that you said that, Rico. Yeah, you are
crazy, man. I look behind my seat. I'm like, you, any.
Oh, so as far as the Mile High Club, you're essentially anyone
open
who's
roster.
Willing to participate.
Right.
I'll tell you what, I'm not a full-blown club member, but
dabbled.
Yeah. I definitely got some hand love on a long flight to Hawaii.
500-foot club.
Yeah. No, it was up there. It was
okay.
To Hawaii. I was over the Pacific Ocean, not to completion, but still, it was enough to feel pretty good about it. Dalton, would you join that club?
I don't know if I would join it.
Really?
It's scary.
Well, worst case
really
scenario.
Scary. Yeah, worst case scenario would be going through my head, and I'd be like, no.
I'm going to show you what worst case scenario is, okay? Because
this is exactly what I don't want to happen to me.
Yes, yeah, and this will probably keep you from being a member of that club forever. So even though many of us have fantasized about this, no one expects to be publicly shamed by a flight crew if they get caught. Now, this happened on an EasyJet flight from Luton to Ibiza. And a couple getting ready to rave, were feeling like in the moment, and they wanted to join this club. Now, the problem is they went to the bathroom, and everyone was still awake. So the whole entire plane kind of knew what was up. And then the flight attendant did this, and you're going to be able to see the video on the podcast broadcast, but you'll be able to hear as well. Now it is blurred out, so I'm not going to show you full-blown porn, but they were caught in the act. Okay, so as the flight crew members like kind of debating with the rest of the passengers, should I do it? Should I do it? Should I open up the door? And everyone's like, everyone's really secretly a pervert. They're just like, yeah, open the door, let's bust them. So open the door, straight up caught him in the act. The woman's bent over the sink, guy's right behind, and this is what happened. Listen to this.
Bravo! Wait.
And he's like, oh my Lord, right? So real quick on the instant replay here, as the entire plane is all about this. Now, you could hear the plane reacting. You would think, the jig is up. Put your pants back on. But that didn't stop them. They were in the moment, in the zone. Yeah.
Good.
There you go.
Are really excited about this.
Yes, the entire plane. And now you would think, if everyone getting that excited, that the next clip is the entire plane breaking out into a full-blown orgy. Unfortunately, that did not happen.
You got one guy watching the Emoji Movie, just ignoring everybody.
Yeah. So we saw the blurred out couple in their hormonal glory, and then with all that laughter, it was no laughing matter once the EasyJet plane landed, because they confirmed the incident happened on September 8th, and the police met the Randy couple once they hit the ground. So charges are probably pending, but still, they're members. And you know what? No one could deny that they're members of the Mile High Club now, because not only do they have 50 witnesses, but the video is now viral. So, bonus. All right, we're keeping the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast, youtube.com/beefvegan. Got more coming up after Nirvana on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Clear. Yeah, so.
Like the cop on the tarmac, like, could you imagine? You're just like, yeah.
And you saw that video, right?
I didn't see the video.
We didn't see it.
Shit. Okay, well, I'm an idiot.
Like, is that flight attendant going to get in trouble for like emotional damages now or something?
Here's the video. You heard it. Hold on.
I know there was the angry slam.
Oh yeah, he's like, I'm working here. Hey. Hold on, one more time. I'll do the instant replay again. Again, just the whole, considering the whole plane is in on it. It seemed like the couple just like, hey, they're having fun. We can keep doing this. You saw it even mid pump, dude.
I think he was trying to say like, you gotta go, and the guy's like, no.
Yeah.
That's a valid point you bring up.
What?
If he'll get like an emotional damages type thing.
Who? The
nowadays,
attendant or the guy?
Yeah, nowadays.
The attendant?
Like, you opened the door, I was giving her the Heimlich. You made her look like we're having sex.
Heimlich with a dick, yeah. So,
right.
No, that was funny. And then Taco's like, yeah, might as well finish.
Seriously, at that point.
Yeah. And then 10 said, I'm a member of the 100 Mile Club on a Greyhound.
Could you imagine if they tried to do it in the back of the cop car afterwards too?
Yeah, right.
That would be amazing.
What club is that?
Right.
Yeah.
The 50 Club.
Yeah, the 50 Club.
Yeah.
50 Club. Done it in the back of a police cruiser. I mean, usually it's cops that are exclusive to that
That's
club.
their territory.
Yeah. In fact, there was a cop in Maryland who has gone viral for getting caught cheating on his wife.
I saw that.
Yeah, in the back of his cruiser. And now it's this big Jerry Springer-like drama that's playing out because the wife is going public being like, this bitch been sleeping with my wife, and the whole thing. It's amazing. But this guy was at a public park where, there's kids playing, and he makes out with his mistress and then opens the back door for her, crawls into the back. Meanwhile, there's guys filming it, cracking up. It's like broad daylight, like everyone could see.
He was so confident.
I'll tell you what, too. And what did dangerous play to get into a back of a police cruiser, because those automatically lock, you get locked in, and there's no way you can crawl to the front because it's a cop car, right? So yeah, but he did it.
Stupid game, stupid prices.
Yeah. So that happened. That's one of the viral videos that we have. And the next story, as we kind of have a theme going on, but actually I want to talk about this since we have Dalton here from Tucson Foodie. I have a list of the Dunkin' spiked drinks. Did you hear that Dunkin' now has like White Claw inspired spiked drinks for their coffee products?
Are they like coffee based?
They're coffee based. Yeah.
Okay.
Are they going to be in stores now, or is it just at Dunkin'?
Nope. In stores. I don't even think they could sell them at Dunkin' because they're 5% alcohol. There's a breakthrough. I saw a breakdown on Uprocks of the different flavors that they have. Here are some of them right here. So you got the iced coffee that's spiked, the mocha iced coffee that's spiked. They also have iced tea that's spiked, and like Arnold Palmer iced tea that's spiked. So they have all these different things. Now, what makes them different than like White Claw, which is like a seltzer, and I may be wrong, and correct me if I'm wrong on the stream. It's a malt liquor base, right? So now I'm thinking like St. Ides, and this is before your time, Dalton. But in the 90s, we were all about St. Ides and shit like that, and it was like basically fruity malt liquor.
Okay.
Right. With these, same kind of thing. So it would be like St. Ides would be around 5%, so a little stronger than regular beer. And then super fruity. And then when you threw it up, it was gnarly. That's what I'm thinking when I go through all these kind of Dunkin' flavored drinks. But the way that this Uproxx ranking breaks down, they put the vanilla iced coffee as dead last. I said this was a catastrophe on all aspects of it. The spiked mango pineapple iced tea refresher. Unfortunately, that ranked pretty low, but I'm like, that sounds pretty good.
That sounds like the best one.
You're right, but not. Then they have a spiked strawberry dragon fruit iced tea refresher. Again, bubbly, carbonated. Those refreshers are not too bad, but they said that it's refreshing, the best fruit flavored spiked drink in the lineup. Then the spiked sweet iced tea with a twist of lemon was number 5. Spiked mocha iced coffee number 4. And these are the top 3 as they ranked for the spiked Dunkin' drinks. They got the spiked caramel iced coffee. I know, dude.
No, just stop.
I don't know.
They need to stop.
You got to hear me out here.
Too far.
Yeah, well, because it's basically like what's that alcohol that has the caffeine, but then they had to regulate it because people were dying.
Oh, the Four Locos?
Four Locos. Yeah, that's what it is, because there's caffeine in these for sure. So it gives you the jolt, but then also has the alcohol. So it's like
I'm picturing like a worst quality. I'm picturing it tasting like a worst quality canned espresso martini.
Yeah, and I drink those every morning, and they're fantastic. But
go on a jog.
Yeah. The Dunkin' spiked iced coffee, the mocha, looks like it was number 2, and number 1 is not coffee at all. It's their half and half, and this guy raves about the half and half, which is half iced tea, half lemonade. And like, yeah, that's gonna be good.
That sounds great.
But that's not even Dunkin',
That's fair.
Yeah. But as far as the mocha spike is concerned, they say it's a bit bitter, but in a good way. And Dunkin's iced coffee flavor is the only one that actually has coffee notes in the flavor profile. So
the only one.
6% alcohol. So these things will definitely get you smashed if you slam a couple.
But how embarrassing would it be to wake up in a bunch of Dunkin' cans around you and you're just like, it's even more depressing.
When do you drink these? Like, what is?
Yeah, what's the occasion?
Like a Saturday morning, but you have to go to work still.
Morning. Right.
I would say weekend mornings.
True.
So football season just came, right? So I would crush a couple on the way to a tailgate or like going to watch a football game. So if
like a Patriots game, maybe.
Yeah, like before you drink Bloody Marys, any things where you're like, hey, I'm going to drink a Bloody Mary today or whatever. That's a pregame before the Bloody Mary, and then eating appetizers and stuff. I think that's the only appropriate time. You're definitely not going to have it 9:00 at night on a Friday.
No.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah. So
I got a question. Did Arizona iced tea ever make, that popular drink? The green can? Did they ever make a variant?
Not yet, but
I feel like that would be huge.
That would crush.
That would crush.
Get
on it, guys.
We're at a point where like literally every single beverage company is in the malt brewing game.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
That's apparently the biggest business around,
It's like even Pedialyte.
Yeah, and I don't even think it's gonna stop there. These are all also brands that have been so family oriented and like even geared towards kids. Like there's gonna be a Fruit Loops malt liquor beverage here soon, and any kind of like Sour Patch Kids, fucking vodka, like all this stuff. It's like taking everything that once was like family branded and wholesome and added some booze to it. And then once that gets played out, then we'll add the THC to it, make the weed edition.
There you go.
These are the death throes of society right now. This is just hilarious.
It is a trip,
every
though.
brand just like, everybody get messed up.
Yeah.
We don't care anymore.
Let's see. Twisted Tea, got an Arnold Palmer. That's fire. That's what Taco said.
Twisted Teas are good.
Yeah. And then was it Mike's Harder Lemonade, 8% good buzz. A lot of sugar, though. Yeah.
That sugar.
It's hard to mess with that stuff, man.
There's Monster. Monster has like their malt liquor drinks.
Oh,
I
yeah.
would not touch that with a 10-foot
I know.
pole.
I'm surprised they would even do it after all the stuff
Terrifying.
that Four Loko went through.
Absolutely terrifying.
And people actually dying from this.
Yeah,
it's a trip. I know. They do it. Looks like scientists figured out a way to eliminate skid marks from toilet bowls, which is pretty good.
Not underwear yet?
No. Oh yeah, man. I know. I would wish.
Boo!
I know.
Damn it.
I'm not even getting into any stories there. But don't you hate it though when you think you're like, my underwear's got to be clean today, and then you're like, shit,
literally.
Yeah, I think it happens more so when you get older. You feel like you got a lot of skid marks and stuff when you didn't see.
Recently.
That's that 20. That's that tight 23-year-old butthole, Dalton. Just
that wipe technique.
Yeah,
like 20 years.
Mm-hmm. Eventually, your ass just gives up on you. You're like,
enjoy while you got it, kid.
Yeah,
enjoy while you got it.
Back in my day,
I remember my tight butthole days, dude.
Good old days.
Yep.
Clean, good wipe.
I would fart. It sounded like a whistle, like
right.
I was wolf calling.
Smell like roses.
Yeah. It was fantastic. Now it's just loose. Just sounds like I blew a tire.
Sounds like a trumpet with baloney in it.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly how it sounds. All right. We got minute 30. I want to get into this story about this adult performer's AI clone. But before we get into that, there's something about texting style I wanted to get. Have you ever quit in solidarity with somebody?
No.
Okay. Well, because a guy has reached out to the Toronto Star to ask how far the bro code should extend, calling himself the naughty waiter. This is his story. He and his friend got jobs working at a restaurant in a trendy part of town. And last week, his friend was busted fooling around with a guest while he was working in the back alley, right? That friend got fired and then asked the guy looking for advice to quit in solidarity with him, being like, hey, I'm getting fired, so you should quit.
No.
That pressure, man.
Right.
Don't wear bros. Come on. You're like,
I don't think so.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the restaurant's owner asked the guy to stay after his shift, have a drink, and offered him a small raise to stay on after his friend got the axe. So even sweeten the pot, not to like stay loyal to his
what?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah. And he said he likes the job, pay tips, and all that stuff, and he's having fun meeting new people. So his question is, how does he break it to his friend that he'll be there, that there'll be no solidarity in this instance, right? So how would you handle that bro code status
today, especially with the economy? You'd be like, sorry, dude, bills.
All right, what if I got fired today? Would you quit tomorrow, or would you stay on with the company?
I'd stay on. I'd wear the shirt, put the hat on, and try to do your voice as best as possible.
Okay, so I'm asking this hypothetical of would you quit in solidarity? And not only did you answer it wrong, that you would not quit in solidarity, you immediately said you would replace me and emulate everything I did.
Yep. I've been watching all your button pushing. I know exactly your routine.
That's insane. That's like me saying, like, say we were both like in a relationship with girls who happen to be sisters. And if I say, hey, my girlfriend broke up with me, will you break up with your girlfriend? In solidarity, you say, no, in fact, I'm going to date your girlfriend as well.
Right.
Like, yeah.
It's smart.
Yeah. No, that's smart. That's breaking all types of bro code.
Oh, okay.
You're so wrong on the bro code, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We'll after the show, we'll talk bro code. I got to write it down in a PowerPoint.
Just scream in the bathroom. You don't know what bro code is, bro. Like, just have this Dunkin' Lights beer.
You are so no bro
Dunkin'
code.
Donuts.
Let me give you this crazy story about AI each and every week. We want to keep you updated on crazy advances. And this is where we're at in the world. There's an adult performer who made an AI clone of herself. And now that AI clone is raking in $20,000 per month. Yes, that's right. $20,000 just from the AI part. And I'll pull up a picture of her. Her name's Sika Moon. She's 28 years old. And she does great content, but she actually used an artificial intelligence program to copy herself to engage with fans online. So it's AI that's sexting with these guys, and these guys,
amazing.
She's basically, the AI is acting like a virtual girlfriend. These dudes are shelling out big bucks to conversate with this virtual girlfriend, so she doesn't have to do anything. And she's making an extra $20,000. And she said she loves this. She recreated herself with the help of AI tools. And, she says that the AI is a part of her and she loves her. And says that AI is smart, but with her personality, right? Which I figured,
like a horror movie.
Her quote was wrong. Maybe she said the AI has her personality, but smart.
Maybe it's the other way. I don't know. It's convoluted.
I'm going to show a picture of that on the podcast broadcast, but that's where we're at right now. Now, would you pay money for an AI sex robot, or would you rather be like a real person that you're giving money to?
I think I'd rather be a real person.
Plot twist: the real person has a penis. Now what? Ooh,
got him.
We got your beef tip coming up right after these words. Keep it right here. It's Rock 102.1.
Nervous giggles on the caption.
I'm gonna show you a picture of this girl.
First day. God,
At first I was wondering if it was gonna be one of those things where someone made an AI of her and then ended up using it, like deep faking it.
There are so many
that's
stories
a problem
now with
right
the
now,
OnlyFans
really
and all
bad,
that.
yeah.
With like fake AI generated and people pay, but then sometimes they put the disclaimer, but like this is not a real person. People still pay.
Yeah,
you're like, dude, how am I not?
This is
rich?
the AI version. So this is kind of her. This is based on her, right? So her name's Sika. Now the AI version, of course, it's going to be AI. This is the same type of program that Rico uses to whip together his 5 stars.
Yeah.
So you know, she looks like a cartoon, not real because she's not real. This is the AI one of Sika Moon. I think this is still the AI.
No,
one.
that's AI. That's not real.
There's no way that's real.
Nope.
Right. You gotta look
I like
at
the
the
uncanny
hands.
valley. We still have humans that can like detect like nope.
Yeah.
No.
Nope.
Yeah. So essentially, an AI version of OnlyFans star Amber Ruth talks to fans, and both. This is where we're at, dude. So the guys are literally falling in love and spending money to see nudes of basically a cartoon character. This is Pixar. Just call it Chicksar. With Dixar, I don't know.
What's curious too is like a lot of these ones that are AI generated and are these girls already like Twitch streamers? Are they already like popular in other areas and are leveraging that to like make a lot more money off this route?
Yes,
because I feel like a strange girl out of nowhere. I mean, that's gonna be kind of hard to like.
Well, that's what she
leverage.
did. So she it's based off her image, right? And her personality, and she programmed it. But now, you know, it's kind of taking on a world of its own, and she's able to not have to work as hard.
Right.
And now it's turning out that her AI clone of herself is becoming the top earner.
That's so creepy. That's Black Mirror right there, man.
That's an episode. Yeah.
Yep.
And you know, we joke about joining OnlyFans, but the reality is, physically and in real life, we aren't, you know, hot enough, you know, to pull that off. But I guarantee you, the AI version of me fucks.
Oh,
and I might be able to do the same thing. Like, what's stopping us from doing that? And you know, and what if it's not gay if it's AI? I'm blocking the camera on that. I mean, you could like if the
right,
majority,
guys?
yeah, right? Like, why'd you guys get so quiet? I'm saying, like, if you program your AI self to go after the male demo online, because they're the ones that are really spending money for sexual content online. There's not too many women. It's a very small percentage of women are doing that. So you would have to target the male audience, but you're not the one sexting with dudes. It's your gay eye version of yourself. Right?
Giving virtual F jobs to like random dudes. It's the algorithm, not me.
Yeah, no, yeah. It's gay eye. I mean,
AI.
that got to be a term now. I mean, literally, like, yeah, you should be fine with that, right? I mean, I don't care what virtual version of me is blowing whoever,
right?
You know, like
I'm getting paid.
Me. As long as that routes back to my bank account.
You look over at your AI avatar, it's just like beat up and just covered in juices, and you're just like, yeah. Where's my check? I'm tired, boss.
Pimping out my AI version, just the worst kind.
Let's go suck some more. Come on. Got bills to pay. My Hulu account. Come on.
Yeah.
Go suck some robot me.
Yeah. It's not me. It's robot me.
I do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So there we go.
Clone myself and just go abuse it. Yeah.
Now we learned. Now we learned. All right. We lost a bunch of people on that conversation.
They were AI anyway.
They were.
Whatever.
Yeah. So don't forget, if you're checking out the stream, to make sure you recommend to a friend to subscribe to youtube.com/bevegan. Dalton, how can we follow what you do? Because I'm sure your social media is on point as well, right?
Yeah. All my work with Tucson Foodie is just on the Tucson Foodie YouTube page.
Yeah.
We do a weekly recipe video there. We basically go to a restaurant and then we showcase the chef and like one of their favorite dishes or something that they want to.
What's been your personal favorite that you've eaten so far?
Oh man,
it's tough, right?
It is.
Yeah, so many.
Alejandro's Serious Mexican on where is that? Cortero and Silverbell.
Yeah,
great.
What was the
great
dish?
Mariscos?
Yeah, what was the dish that you loved the most from that?
He made a cocktail, like a shrimp cocktail.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
He made
that's like a ceviche.
Ribeye tacos, and then just like simple, even his simple things like his refried beans and his rice were just on point.
Right. They just tasted great. Well,
yeah,
good.
They're great. And that one will be coming out in a few episodes.
Okay, so yeah, you've already stacking it up. So we've been hanging out with Dalton from TucsonFoodie.com. He's the video editor, content contributor for Tucson Foodie. So weekly, they drop videos of local chefs and showcasing recipes that you could utilize at home, and also shows a lot of their great food that these restaurateurs are featuring on their menu. So TucsonFoodie.com. There you can get more information on Sonoran Restaurant Week, which I feel like just wrapped up, or is it still going?
Weeks.
Is it weeks?
I think it might be weeks.
Good. I hope so. Yeah, because there's fantastic specials going on with Tucson Foodie's Sonoran Restaurant Week. So TucsonFoodie.com for more information on that. I like to thank James for coming in from Tucson Games and Gadgets for another round of Tap Out. And don't forget, all this week long, you're going to be able to win tickets to see Maynard on his 60th birthday, perform with Pucifer and all his other bands, and Primus in April, and you can get those tickets before they go on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. All right, we're going to wrap up here because we're running out of time. Before I leave you, let me give you a beef tip. And this beef tip is the cure for jet lag. If you're going to be going on a long flight, going across, time zones, a lot of people get jet lag. Well, according to researchers from Northwestern University, the quickest way to recalibrate your internal clock is to immediately sync up your regular meal times in a new time zone and eat a big breakfast. So you eat that big breakfast as soon as you land and kind of resync everything. Maybe take a power nap, and that's the best way to cure jet lag and also gain 10 pounds. So there you have it. That's your beef tip. Till then, I believe Robin Nash is up next, unless Powers smuggled his way in. But either way, you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Dalton, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Rico, good job as always. Weirdo will be in tomorrow. We'll continue to do the fun and games. Till then, drive safe, ride safe, and as always, rock local. Later.
When you wish upon a
remember the phrase of the day. KI.
Come and
all right, there you go. Whataburger, Carl's Jr., Burger King.
I forgot about Carl's Jr.
Carl's Jr. is good.
Carl's Jr. is pretty good.
It's still a terrible list, Jared. I'm sorry. That's a terrible list.